Hey everybody, Martial Apologist here. Wow, the last couple of weeks. Starting with two black guys got gunned down by police, one clearly resisting arrest in possession of a firearm. Might have been going for his weapon, we're not 100% on that. The other, Philando Castile, concealed carry holder, told the cop he had his gun on him. The cop in the video was shown saying that I told him not to reach for it, I told him to not go for it, or something of that nature. Probably, according to what the cop's going to have to say about that. Mr. Castile was reaching for his wallet when he told him to put his hands back up on the wheel and shot him after being a suspect for a armed robbery in the town a few days ago, purely because he matched the description of the guy, supposedly, but I don't know. We'll find out more about that one later. But of course, that kicked off another round of Black Lives Matter activists who they've jumped the shark. Outright, flat out, straight up racists. More and more. I mean, there's just... I know a lot of people that don't really follow this kind of stuff that closely, but they know about it in general. And their whole thing so far has been, well, you know, saying Black Lives Matter doesn't mean white lives doesn't matter, doesn't mean cop lives don't matter, and saying all lives matter, or blue lives matter, or white lives, whatever, is just missing the point. And, yeah, I mean, again, still kind of sympathetic with the plight of the people, you know, in general. The war on drugs being ended would help a lot to, you know, curb some of their interactions with police, and therefore curb a lot of the shootings that occur as a result. But when you're on camera, which is like every time you're at a protest now, like nobody isn't filming it. Like there are no protests larger than 5 people that someone isn't filming it somewhere. And you're seeing screaming things like, what do we want? Dead cops, when do we want them now? Pigs in a blanket, fry them like bacon. People like me are going to look at that and go, no. I think at this point you've gone straight up anti-cop, anti-white, black militant, and kind of led into 5 police officers losing their lives and several more being injured by a fellow who shot them in Dallas. So that was a thing. That happened. About things like that, I really like to be wrong, but I kind of told you so. I knew the social justice rhetoric was going to get worse. And I knew that it was going to be any perceived slight, or real. Philando Castile may have just been gunned down for no good reason. I've seen the video of Alton Sterling, not the Top Chef guy. And yeah, he was clearly fighting with the cops, and he had a long list of offenses, including multiple arrest resists laid up to him. Not by any means a stand-up guy. And still in a felony possession of a firearm. And was called because, according to the police, he was waving a gun around at a homeless guy, threatening him with it. I don't know all of what that is true. I know a lot of it is true. I don't know the exact... I mean, we can't be certain as to the exact nature of everything that happened there. But that one looked fairly justified. I don't think anything will happen to the cops on that one. The Philando Castile one, again, don't know. We'll have to find out. We don't even know if the officer involved in that one had a body camera or not. We'll find out in the coming weeks and months. There'll definitely be an investigation on that one at the very least. But yeah, I knew that any slight, real or imagined, would catapult people farther and farther the more that they were fed into. And the Black Lives Matter guys were allowed to be considerably more racist. I haven't seen anybody calling for reform from within any of the group. No cooling of the language whatsoever. It clearly needs to be. You're at multiple internet videos show them calling for the death of police officers and white people. I mean, come on. Come on. If I started any kind of political activist group of any sort whatsoever, and at any point in any of that, anybody suggested, what do we want dead blacks? When do we want them? Now. And I didn't, even if I did immediately condemn that, kick them from my group and disavow them from my movement, I would still be forever linked to them, and people would still assume that I'm a racist, because I fostered an environment where that kind of speech was apparently expected on some level. And that's just how it would be. I know that that is how it would be. But apparently in America, in the world today, and now apparently in Canada and in the UK, that kind of language is perfectly acceptable. You don't have to disavow it. You just have to say, well, that's just some fringe. You know, I remember when the Tea Party was kicking off, they didn't have to do very much at all. Question where Obama was born. That's racist. The whole group's nothing. He's just a bunch of racist haters. I mean, yeah, some of them were racist, probably. Any group of 10,000 or more people is probably going to have a few hundred, if not a few thousand racists on various levels. Probably, yeah. But, I mean, you can't get anybody in the mainstream media to call anybody in Black Lives Matter a racist on any level, no matter what they say, no matter how inflammatory, no matter how terrible, no matter how much it's the direct cause of violence. And in the meanwhile, we had what we all knew what was going to happen, which is Donald Trump got the nomination, Hillary Clinton got the nomination, and as of today, Bernie Sanders is endorsing her. Sorry, I've been having a little scratch there. I didn't like Bernie as a policy maker of any sort. He's a socialist. He's a nut job socialist. And if you know me, and if you're on here, you do at least enough. Me thinking that someone is a nut job socialist, putting the word nut job in front of socialist for me is redundant. But in case you don't know where I stand, that's where I stand. Even so, better human being than Hillary Clinton by light years. It's not even remotely close. Quite a bit better of a human being than Donald Trump. Again, don't like his policy, but at least he was a decent guy. And, now he's endorsing Hillary, who he blatantly called corrupt on multiple occasions. I don't get it, but whatever. Some people are really angry about it, and I think rightfully so. They should be. They have every right to. Especially after the DNC, basically the main chairman of the party and everybody behind it and the power in the DNC just rigged the election in favor of Hillary as much as they could and kept Bernie out of the matter as much as they possibly could. I mean, but that's just Hillary batting 1,000. That's nothing sticks. Oh, that was the thing. She's not going to jail, even though she broke the law, blatantly so. But apparently she didn't know she was doing it somehow, despite the fact that I happen to know people who are trained to handle confidential information, and they know not to do what Hillary Clinton did, and they would go to jail for it, but she doesn't, because nothing sticks to a Clinton. Bill Clinton wasn't a rapist. Hillary Clinton, she didn't know she was breaking the law with the email scandal. Nothing sticks to these people. I'm pretty sure they could just outright murder someone in the street and go, it wasn't me. I'm pretty sure they could just do that. That would be their whole defense. It wasn't me. And, that would slide. I don't know what's going to happen to Turkey. They're probably going to have some terrible military crackdown on their country now. Who knows? I don't know if the coup would have been better either. But, that's what's going on. And, honestly, it's... There are now 2 events in my life which, just thinking about them in general, just kind of right here, kind of in the back of my skull, kind of make me hurt. and make me angry and depressed instantly just from the mere thought of their happened. The first of which, when I was a kid, on up, was the burning of the Library of Alexandria. Just knowing that the Library of Alexandria burned just puts me in a bad mood. Just for like an hour, I gotta recuperate. Like, just that thought. It's really geeky, I know, but I hate that so much. And now, oh boy, Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. Really, America? Really? 350 million people in the country, and those are the best options you thought you could come up with for the major two parties. I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed. You should be ashamed of yourselves. All of you. Every last one of you. Even if you had nothing to do with it. I'm a little bit ashamed of myself. Like, crap. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. It's absolutely just mind-boggling how that happened. And there were good people. There were reasonable, rational. I didn't agree with all of them, but there were some rational people that were running that would have been like, decent. They may not be the second coming of George Washington, but I mean, who is? But great. Gary Johnson, you got my vote because you're not Trump or Clinton. I mean, that's something, I think. And yeah, by the way, no, this video isn't funny. It's not a takedown. It's not even advice. It's not even philosophical. This is just a straight up complaint. I had to just put that out there somewhere. And it's crazy. Oh well. Maybe we can survive another 4 years of someone crazy. We've been through about 16 years of people being crazy. Clinton was pretty bad too, come to think of it. I'll let that slide for now. I guess we can survive another few. Hey, maybe we'll get somebody in so terrible that the third party candidates actually make some headway and people actually care about them now because they just... Generally enough people actually don't trust the two parties enough anymore. Might be a silver lining there somewhere. Well. Take care of yourselves, guys.